Hello, my name is Joe Fernandez from Joe Fernandez Horsemanship, and today what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce myself to you. A lot of people don't know me quite yet, and a lot of people do. I've been around the Las Lunas, New Mexico area, Albuquerque area for a little over 20 years, and I've also traveled a lot. So I'd like to kind of give you a little bit of background on myself. Um, I was born and raised out on the country, out on the ranch. My dad ran cattle for over 20 years, and mostly yearling steers, and so I helped with his operation. And during that time, I started a lot of colts, and those are my younger years. But when I was around 26 years old, maybe 28, somewhere in there, I had a young horse. My uncle always told me, you never go gather horses on a young horse. And I went, I opposed what he said, and I went and we were gathering some cattle, and so I went and I had to gather the horses. And this was in some pretty rough, rocky country, and I had a young horse that I had just started. And as I was gathering them, I come across an area that was pretty rocky and had a lot of boulders, and I was going kind of slow, and at that time the horses, they came by and they were coming through a different path, and my horse reared up and flipped over on top of me and pinned me up against the boulder, and it took out my left leg, all the ligaments in my left leg, and it ruptured a disc in my back. And a few years later, about 4 or 5 years later, I had to have a back fusion. They took a bone out of my hip and they put it in my back, about that much. And it was a 12-hour operation. Now, I was around probably, 35 years old by then, and doctors told me I probably better not ride anymore. But I still ride. I used to ride racehorses on the racetrack. I trained a lot of racehorses. I broke a lot of colts, Mustangs, lots of Mustangs, lots of Mustang colts. I traded cattle. I traded horses, and so I've been in the industry for some time now. A lot of times you'll see me wearing this helmet, my helmet and a vest, and that's the reason. I can't take a chance in getting myself hurt any worse than I'm already hurt. It's pretty hard some days to wake up in the morning and come out to ride. My body, it's taken a beating. I mean, after the operation, I've still had quite a few other horse wrecks. One that kind of tore up my shoulder pretty bad and messed up my face and my hearing. So you'll see me hop along sometimes, walking along, dragging my leg and stuff. But that's experience. That's what I paid. That was the price I paid. So I have a lot of experience in trauma. I have a lot of experience, with horses. People who have had trauma and with horses because of my own experiences. And what I like to do, is I try to help people who have fear. They're afraid to ride their horse. They don't know what to do when the horse jumps this way or jumps that way, or when it spooks, when it wants to run away with them, etc., etc. And that's how you get hurt, when you don't know what to do. And I teach what to do. Okay, I can teach you what to do when your horse does a certain thing to try to keep you as safe as possible. I mean, there's times that, we're just a little late in our reaction and the horse gets the best of us. And but my job is try to keep my clients safe. So if you're interested in a lesson, or you have any this type of a problem, you can give me a call and we can talk about it, because I work with a lot of people, a lot of professional people. I've worked with a heart surgeon. I've worked with lawyers. I've worked with therapists, psychotherapists, nurses who work in the ER. I work with, just all types of people, and they all have a different problem, and I try to address each person's problem individually, and their horse's problem. You know, if the problem might not even be the horse, it's just something in life that's got you held back. You know, I had a lady who had some grandchildren, and she was having the hardest problems with her with the family, and so her just coming and riding horses and doing different things. I mean, that just changed her. I mean, it changed her outlook and what she was doing. She needed a stress relief. She needed something to relieve all that stress that she had, with her family issues. And I tell you what, she was a whole different person after a few months of riding. And also, I mean, some of us have disabilities, and I work with people like that also. If you have some type of a disability like me, you kind of have to hop along here and there, or, your arm maybe not work so good. I could try to help you with your horse, and teaching your horse how to respond to you and help you with that disability, so it doesn't get in your way, in your riding way, in your way of enjoying life. So that's some of the stuff that I do, and if you'd like to call me, my number is 505-515-1567. It's 505-515-1567. There's a lot of fives in there. So anyways, and I have a lot of references, so, and I do travel to people's places. So if this is something that might help you and you think I could help you, please give me a call. All right? And thanks again for watching, and thank you for watching my videos. I'll be posting more videos as things go on, so try to look for my videos on Joe Fernandez Horsemanship on Facebook, and pretty soon I'll have that on YouTube also, okay? All right, well, thanks again for watching, and may God bless, and you have a good day. Thank you.